Today is day 15 of the podcast about walking in the Spirit, and I want to pick up again on what I started yesterday with the idea of submission and how the soul needs to learn submission to the Spirit, and that this is a lesson that's going to be important for all of us in this journey. A lot of times these lessons have been, just relegated to women's studies or something that we need to teach children. But once we're born again, it is something that all of us need to learn because the Lord Himself has called us to this. And I'm going to show you where in a verse I'm going to take us to. Our natural man is not inclined to submit. Our old nature, the way we practice living by the strength of our soul, this is something that needs to be retrained, and it was so important that we be retrained in this area. And because we're not so inclined to be, the Lord Himself decided to demonstrate this for us. I want to take us back to a verse. When I first saw this, I almost was startled by it. But I'm going to take us to Hebrews chapter 10, verses 5 through 9. And these are the words that the Lord utters just prior to the incarnation. And you might go, what? But when you look closely at these verses, He is uttering these as the last words between Him and His Father before the incarnation takes place. So listen to this. Hebrews 10, starting at verse 5. You know, in red letter Bibles, red letters show up when Jesus speaks. These aren't in red letters, but watch closely. Therefore, when He comes into the world, He says, sacrifice and offering thou hast not desired, but a body thou hast prepared for me. In whole burnt offerings and sacrifices for sin thou hast taken no pleasure. And then I said, behold, I have come. In the roll of the book it is written of me, to do thy will, O God. After saying above, sacrifices and offerings and whole burnt offerings, and sacrifices for sin thou hast not desired, nor hast thou taken pleasure in them, which are offered according to the law. Then He said, behold, I have come to do thy will. He takes away the first in order to establish the second. Right before entry, piercing this world with the living word, coming and putting on flesh and dwelling amongst us, the last conversation with the Father is, behold, I am presenting myself from this point onward to be the one who does your will. Now, He has come as the second Adam, the last Adam, and He has come to demonstrate what God had in mind for man from the beginning. And this lesson is so potent, Jesus Himself has come to demonstrate how to live into it. So as I close today, I want to ask this question of you. What has the Lord used already in your life to teach you any lesson that He has about submission?